Are you ready to dive into the life of one of the most charismatic, talented, and controversial women in Indian television history? Today, we are not just talking about an actress. We are uncovering the darkest and brightest moments in the life of Drashti Damida Madhubala, who kept millions of viewers hooked across India and won hearts even beyond the country. From secret relationships to major on-set fights, from family pressure to her life as a new mother, we are talking about everything. So get your chai or coffee ready. It all began on the 10th of January 1985 in Mumbai. Drashti was born into a wealthy and highly conservative family deeply rooted in tradition. Her family was involved in business and known for being smart and successful, but they were also strongly connected to religion and traditional values. In fact, the first stars in the family were not Drashti herself, but her brother Jahil Dami and sister in law Suhasi Dami, who had already made a place for themselves in the industry. As a child, Drashti was energetic, cheerful, and full of life. But because of her family's strict environment, she was not free to do many of the things she wanted. Her family wanted her to become a traditional girl, stay within limits, wait for the right match, and marry when the family decided. But Drashti was different. She rebelled. She began taking dance lessons, and from a young age, it was clear that she had real talent. While studying sociology at Mitibai College, her real dream was not academics, it was the camera. She started her career by appearing in a dance music video. Her family strongly opposed this move, but she stood her ground and made it clear that acting and performing were what she wanted. In that video, she was just a curly haired, cheerful young woman. Nobody could have guessed that one day she would become one of the biggest names on Indian television. After that, she began doing commercials and became the face of several brands. But her first real breakthrough came with the role of Muskan in Dil Mil Gaye. It was not the lead role, but her energy was so strong that people started noticing her immediately. Then came the year that changed everything, 2010. When Geet Hui Sabse Parai began, Indian television found a new icon. Her chemistry with Gurmeet Chaudhary was so intense and convincing that fans became obsessed with them. The pair became so famous that fans created thousands of Manit fan pages combining the names of their characters. But behind the camera, the story was very different. According to people from the set, Drashti and Gurmeet had major ego clashes and barely looked at each other once the scene was over. There were even rumors that Gurmeet's wife Devina felt jealous at one point, making the distance between the co-stars even worse. Fans were shocked that the pair who looked so deeply in love on screen reportedly could not stand each other in real life. Then came the show that pushed Drashti to the very top, Madhubala. Made as a tribute to 100 years of Indian cinema, the show became a major turning point in her career. But once again, the drama behind the scenes was just as explosive as what viewers saw on screen. It was widely said that Drashti and Vivian Dusena had serious issues with each other. Vivian reportedly complained that Drashti came late to set, while Drashti thought Vivian was arrogant and difficult. As Drashti's fame grew, people in the industry began saying that she had become a little spoiled. There were accusations that she sometimes arrived late and was not always prepared for her scenes. The tension between Drashti and Vivian became legendary. The two looked passionately in love on screen, but as soon as the director said cut, they would turn away and leave without even greeting each other. According to gossip, when Vivian left the show for a while, Drashti even said, "Finally, I can breathe easy." And when he returned, the atmosphere on set reportedly became cold all over again. The anger and tension audiences saw in certain scenes may not have been acting alone. Some believe it reflected their real feelings toward each other. But the biggest turning point in Drashti's career came with Silsila. In this show, she played Nandini, a woman who falls in love with her best friend's husband. In a society as traditional as ours, taking such a role was almost professional suicide. Viewers did not separate the actress from the character. Drashti was flooded with hate messages online. People attacked her character, questioned her morals, and even dragged her family into the controversy. Her mother also received messages telling her to teach your daughter morality. The backlash became so intense that Drashti eventually had to leave the show. In one interview from that time, she broke down in tears and said, "I'm just an actress. Why are they attacking my family because of my character?" That moment showed just how brutal fame can be, especially for women in Indian television. Now let's come to her real love story. During the peak of her career, Drashti was linked with many names, but the man she truly chose was businessman Neeraj Khemka. The two kept their relationship hidden for 6 years. They avoided cameras, ignored questions, and stayed silent. Then, on the 21st of February 2015, they got married in a grand wedding that became one of the most talked about events in the television industry. After marriage, rumors started that Neeraj wanted Drashti to quit acting. Drashti denied these claims every time and said that her husband had always been her biggest support. Still, over time, she stepped away from daily soaps and slowly shifted toward digital platforms. Fans kept asking when she would start a family, and in 2024, the answer finally came. In October, Drashti welcomed her little daughter. Now she appears to be living the calmest and perhaps most meaningful chapter of her life. Her posts with her daughter receive enormous love online. The same woman, once known for ambition, conflict, and controversy, is now seen in a softer, more peaceful role, that of a mother. But there is something deeply ironic in Drashti's journey. She built her career by fighting against her family's expectations. She chose dance, she chose acting, she chose her own ambition. But later, after marriage, she could not continue that same rebellion forever, and her career gradually slowed down. Stories like this are still painfully common in India. Many women are still expected to marry according to family choice, adjust to their husband's world, and give up parts of themselves in the process. The glamorous lives of actresses can make us forget that for most women in the country, reality is very different. That is one reason Drashti's story connects with so many people. She is glamorous, yes. She is successful, yes. But she is also deeply shaped by the same social pressures that millions of Indian women face every day. She made mistakes, she got dragged into scandals, she fought with co-stars, she accepted risky roles. She was judged brutally. And still, she survived. Today, Drashti Dami is 40 years old. She has behind her dozens of awards, unforgettable characters, and a life story that people still discuss with passion. She is not just an actress. She's a fighter who survived some of the harshest phases of Indian television. Neither her clashes with Vivian Zena nor the online hate during Silsila could break her. Even today, she remains our Madhubala. So, what do you think about Drashti Dami? Was she misunderstood or did fame change her? Let us know in the comments. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.